So it will help you to be more knowledgeable about your money and not overspending, right? So you're maintaining that high credit score, which will be your passport to financial success later down the road. So start doing this early. Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me here, my name is Yashika Turner, and on this channel I create a lot of videos around personal development, personal finance, and thriving after migrating here in Canada. Now, in today's video, I'll be sharing why it is important to build and maintain your credit on your financial journey as a new immigrant here in Canada, especially if you are a single mom. Now, before we dive in, please go ahead and subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so you won't miss my next upload. Now, let's jump right into it. Now, before we dive into the reasons why you should build and maintain your credit, let's talk about what the credit is really. What is credit? You come to Canada and you hear people talking about your credit score, your credit history. What is this really? So your credit is your financial reputation. It's about how much you can be trusted when you borrow and pay back money. It is a numerical number which represents where you stand, whether you're good or you're naughty when it comes with money. So this score runs on a continuum. So you have a high and low, ranges from poor or excellent credit score. Now, this is what banks, credit unions, and other lending agencies or companies use to decide if you're trustworthy enough for them to lend you money. These are lenders lending you money for you to borrow for use such as buying a house, buying a car, purchasing furniture, getting a credit card, and all those important stuff. So it is very important for you to understand, first off, what is credit history. Now, treat this credit history, credit score like a visa. So just as how you get access granted to move here to Canada, your credit history, your credit score is your granted access to creating a financial journey, a successful financial journey here in Canada. It's like your blueprint, your passport to get stuff done, to obtain, achieve that dream life that you have been dreaming about here in Canada, right? So that's how it is explained really. Now, the first question you might be wondering is, how do you start building your credit history as a newcomer landing in Canada? Let me walk you through that. Now, when you come here, land here within the first few weeks, if you haven't seen that video yet, I did a previous video on the things that you should do after landing in Canada within the first week. So one of those things include going to a financial institution, finding a bank, and opening your bank account. When you open this bank account, request a credit card. Your credit card can be good, can be bad. I'll do another video talking about credit cards later on in the future. So that's why it is important for you to hit the notification bell right now. Okay, yes, so request a credit card. What you're going to do with that credit card, you're going to use it to purchase things, maybe to pay for your phone bill, and you pay it back. In that way, you're building your credit history from your land in Canada. And that should be your very first goal of starting to build your credit, creating a good credit history. And I will tell you why later down. So that is how you start building your credit. Getting a credit card, and most times the bank will give you a visa starting off with maybe $500, $1,000, whatever the minimum is on whatever they give you, take it, because later on they might increase the limit, giving you more room to make other purchases as the years pass by. Now, let's jump into why it is important to have and maintain and build your credit history. This leads to greater financial opportunities. And what I mean by Credit score is what most institutions use. As I just mentioned before, if you're going to rent a house, landlords might need to check your credit history. Later down, when you're ready to finance your car, they're going to check your credit history. When you are ready to buy your home, they're going to check your credit history. So most things here in Canada that you will need to achieve, your credit history is your passport to success, granted for the financial institution to lend you the money, loan you the money, and they will now trust you to say, hey, this person has been paying their credit card on time. This person is not paying their credit card late. So that's how they measure your credit history. Another reason why it is important to build and maintain a good credit history is you benefit from lower interest rates. When a lender see that you pay your bills on time and you have a strong credit score of excellent, they are more willing to lend you money because they know that it is not a risk for them to loan you their money because you are a person that pay back your debt. So they trust you, right? Because they see that you maintain a clean credit history, a clean credit report, and if they lend you, you're going to do the same as you have been doing previously. So it's like a habit, and they track that habit. Once you're doing a good habit, they trust you that they will lend you that money and you have the habit of paying back on time and paying back your debts, right? So that's one thing. Lower interest rate. When it comes on to buying your house and when you visit your mortgage agent, they will go through your credit history. Now that again determines what the interest rate will be for your mortgage. And there are different products. So you get a good product because they see that your credit history is very strong. So that's the second advantage. Now, the next benefit will be building trust with lenders. So now when you have a relationship, so this is like having a relationship, you have a partner, right? And they know that they can trust you with certain things. You won't take advantage of it. They give you your credit on their credit card, or they give you some money to say, hey, go out and buy some stuff. You not go overspend and go over the limit and go on a shopping spree, right? Because if you do that, you know that that person, that spouse, that man you just meet would be the last day him give him credit card for go use. So now if you maintain a good relationship with the bank, they lend you some money, you pay it back on time, you don't pay it off late, you're very trustworthy with what they loan you later down the road. So say for example, you get a credit card, paying it on time. Later down the road, when they need a car to finance a car, they say, hey, this person has a good credit history. No problem. Sign off. Finance. Access granted. You're granted your car. Later down, when you're ready to purchase a house, get a mortgage, they'll say, hey, you have been a good client of ours since day one. Now they trust you to even making a bigger purchase as buying a house. So that is how it goes. You're building trust with other people, other lenders, other people money. So now they can trust you to lend you more and more and more. Also, if you're granted a limit, a credit card limit of $1,000, and they see that you are doing good, you know what they're going to do? Send you in the mail, invite you to increase that limit because they're saying, oh, she's doing good. She can handle the money. She's trustworthy. He's trustworthy. So now they increase you, offer you a higher limit of credit. Now you can use that and do other stuff. Not that you're going to abuse it, but gives you more access to finances, right? So you can do other stuff. And another benefit is building your financial foundation. Now, as I just mentioned, it is a habit. This habit of budgeting, tracking, and paying your bills on time will set a firm financial foundation for yourself. Because you know what? You know where your money goes. You know when your bills come in and how and when to pay them. So now you know that, okay, you're paying this amount for bill. You have your car payment. So it will help you to be more knowledgeable about your money and not overspending, right? So you're maintaining that high credit score, which will be your passport to financial success later down the road. So start doing this early. Do not allow anybody to use your credit. If you're staying with a family member or a friend and they ask you to co-sign something, please don't do it, especially if you're new, because those persons can mess up your credit. They can put down. So you can have a good credit score of 800 points, 850, and that person realize that, hey, she knew she have a clean credit history. So let's use her to, to sign on this, or to borrow a credit card to pay this, or to do that. No. Tell them, no, you have a life, you're brand new, your records is clean, scratch new clean. Maintain that record of cleanliness by paying your bills on time and building your credit history, building your credit score slowly but surely. Do not give any family or friend your credit to use. Pro tip, right? Pro tip. And also, don't think that, credit card is good and bad. There are a lot of people that say, oh, I don't credit anything. I pay cash. Now, paying cash for everything that you do will not help to track your credit history, because you don't have a relationship with a lender to prove your trustworthiness with lending and borrowing money and paying back. So even if you have the cash to pay your credit card, even if you have the cash to pay your phone bill or pay other bills, use a credit card to pay it. Then you put the cash, you pay it back. Pay back with the cash. If you're a person who I don't like debt. Me no want a debt has become a foreign. Don't look at it like that, because it's different from your home country where you're coming from, especially Jamaica. We don't do credit history, we don't do credit score. So you come now to a new country where it is different. Now you just have to fall right in to the Canadian norms and values. It's another thing of adjusting to a new country, a developed country, a first world country. So you just have to fall in line. You go to Rome, you have to do what? Do what the Romans do. Canada requires for you to build and create a credit history. You have to fall in line, build and create a credit history so that you can be successful to achieve the Canadian dream life as you require. So know that you have all the information about how and why you need to maintain your credit history. Go ahead and start the ground up running strong, because you have all the information you need. And another tip, how to maintain that high credit limit, is paying your bills on time. So knowing the due date, knowing your credit card statement, and don't use more than 70% of the credit card limit. Always below 70%. Okay? And this requires discipline. Yes. So if you're a person who loves to shop, I'm going to do another video about that, because us immigrants, you get access to money, you get access to credit, you get access to so many things. We just overuse, overspend. So we need to be disciplined. Ban your belly and just do the little as you can. Do with the minimum that you can, okay? And you will be successful. This is the number one goal you should be focusing as a brand new immigrant in Canada, is to maintain and build your credit score. Now go ahead and enjoy life in Canada. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next video to come.